may hindi maganda, sabihin sa magulang at sa bahay muna. Sa kalye, BigaTEN! Best friend natin ang masusuotin kahit saan. Ingatan ang kamay, maghugas pag galing sa labas. Sa school, BigaTEN! Sa pila, wag dikit-dikit, dumistansya para iwas sakit. Laging open ang window para maganda ang airflow. 3Bs, tandaan, bakuna, bayanihan, BigaTEN! Halina't magtulungan. Ikaw at ako ang BigaTEN. Sa COVID di ba dadaig? Sa ligtas na magbabalik, sama-sama maging BigaTEN!
The unseen enemy crept like a thief in the night, smizing cunningly at people in their sleep, and one morning took hostage of humanity by surprise as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread its ferocious rampage the world over. COVID-19 took the different sectors by storm, and education was no exception.
COVID-19 pandemic shocks the world. We didn't see this coming. We were caught unaware. This has created the new normal, and we have to embrace it by addressing the challenges it brings.
Determined to pursue the delivery of education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, DepEd Region 10 launched its banner program dubbed as RX Adobe.
The Department of Education, Northern Mindanao, has crafted its learning continuity plans under the banner program RX Adobe, which stands for Region 10 Alternative Delivery of Basic Education. It underscores the alternative delivery modes under the remote teaching and learning. The 14 schools division offices of the region have crafted the learning continuity plans anchored on RX Adobe.
Always ready for education emergencies, DepEd Region 10 will continue its tradition of excellence in delivering its services anchored on the department's Sulong Edukalidad program.
As we pivot from access to quality, we have to consider a well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, upskilled teachers, and take into consideration responsive multi-stakeholders cooperation. All these and more are under the program Sulong Edukalidad. But on top of this all, still health and safety are the number one concerns of the Department of Education, especially at this time of pandemic.
Serving with heart.
Leading
with a heart.
Envisioning
with a heart.
Straight from the heart of DepEd Region 10.
education must continue.
Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN DepEd, pagpadaan sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN DepEd, DepEd Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, ka-DepEd, kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, ka-DepEd, ambihan ng Mindanao, DepEd Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw, bigaten DepEdin, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN DepEd, DepEd Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. DepEd Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao, BigaTEN DepEd, BigaTEN DepEd.
To strengthen partnership between DepEd and community of Oroquieta City in the province of Misamis Occidental, the division is launching today, August 1, right here in MONHS Covered Court, the 2022 Brigada Escuela. As we know that Brigada Escuela is a national maintenance week for all schools to encourage all stakeholders to devote their time, efforts, and resources for the opening of classes, especially this school year 2022-2023. It started with a motorcade early in the morning and followed by the short program. Messages of support were the following. Mayor Lemuel Merrick M. Acosta, ably represented by City EDCOM Chairman, Honorable Councilor Eileen M. Taladua, Provincial Governor Henry S. Waminaw, represented by Board Member Duna R. Iyug, ABC President Alfredo Y. Bolino, CNR Officer Thomas L. Cardente II, Federated PDA President Bebelito II C. Galimbas, and Isabelo Q. Talabok of the private sector. The success of every Brigada Escuela is for the benefit of the children because sa Oroquieta, bata ang bida, lalpalad-palad, magapingita, dumagsik, pinanapig, magbabay. God is good all the time.
The headlines. BNHS prepares for school year 2022 to 2023.
School enrollment tallies to total 9,937.
BNHS issues thermal scanner for every classroom.
VNHS follows DepEd protocol on optional uniform.
From the center of BNTV network, this is BN News, vanguard of the nation.
One mission, one news.
Good day, Philippines.
Good day, Valencia City. It's Friday, August 26th.
This is BNTV,
bringing the nation the news for satisfaction.
These are the details of our news. Valencia National High School prepares for school year 2022 to 2023.
To guide the students with the healthy environment, VNHS has concerted their effort by preparing the classrooms, clinic, departments, and cafeteria for the opening of the school year 2022 to 2023. Teachers had initially prepared the school's cleanliness and safety by conducting Brigada Escuela last August 1, 2022. The school's Alumni Association donated 34,000 pesos to shoulder expenses incurred for school readiness to help the deserving students. Wi-Fi modems were distributed as study support. Also, a free haircut was sponsored by LGBTQII to prepare the male students for school opening. A Descuento caravan was also opened in the VNHS covered court, giving low prices of supplies for the students, parents, and also teachers. And a webinar entitled COVID-19 Prevention and Control in School via FB Live and Zoom. The said activities were conducted within August 10 to August 19, 2022. Maintenance and other operating expenses had provided alcohol, face mask, and 160 thermal scanners for VNHS. And now we can see that some of the supreme student government of the school is distributing free face masks for everyone. This is Leiblanche Clavel for VN News, Vanguard of the Nation.
School enrollment tallies to total 9,937.
We are now live at Valencia National High School to know the current status of the school's enrollment for the school year 2022-2023. Today, we are here with our school principal for Dr. Ramilito P. Paloma to ask further details regarding the enrollment.
The comparative enrollment data for school year 2021-2022 and then compare to 2022-2023. For junior high school, our enrollment for the previous school year from grade 7 to grade 10, we have 6,665. And this year, since we are still accepting enrollees, our enrollment for junior high school is 6,127. So, medyo hindi man natin na-attain yung previous enrollment. But for the senior high school, our previous enrollment is 3,079 compared to this year's enrollment, which reached up to 3,810. So, our total enrollment, if we are going to compare the last year's enrollment and this year's enrollment, we are already over because our previous enrollment is 9,744 and our enrollment as of today is almost 10,000. It is 9,937.
Dr. Paloma also said that the Learner's Information System Quick Count only applied for the senior high school students. He added that it is easier to have the automated enrollment and they are applying it by face. This is Krista for VN News, Vanguard of the Nation.
VNHS issues thermal scanner for every classroom.
As the resume of classes in Valencia National High School, the school readiness and preparedness included the purchasing of brand new thermal scanners. It is to give assurance of the school's safety by monitoring each student's temperature.
The school purchased a total number of 160 brand new thermal scanners ordered in Aurelius Photocopy Center by the school supplies office. A thermal scanner costs 1,001 pesos, in which the total cost is 160,160 pesos. The allotted budget was taken from the maintenance and other operating expenses. The lack of thermal scanners before resulted to an incompetent monitoring. Thereby, Dr. Ramilito P. Paloma, the school's principal, mandated for an immediate purchase as part of the offline Balik Escuela.
Where was it attained from? Actually purchased?
Through Canvas. Bidding and Canvas.
And which store, where store?
It was immediately provided by Aurelius Copy Center.
Thank you so much, teacher.
This is John Michael Ando for VN News, Vanguard of the Nation.
VNHS follows DepEd protocol on optional uniform.
With the use of social media in the midst of the pandemic, the fashion trends have begun to level up. Among these are Korean-inspired outfits such as skirts, crop tops, and anything else considered aesthetic.
On July 18, 2022, Vice President and DepEd Secretary Sara Duterte stated that it will not be mandatory for students to wear uniforms for school year 2022 to 2023. This is to avoid additional costs to the families of learners. Yet despite the freedom of wearing civilian attires, students are still implemented to follow the school dress code.
So what are your thoughts about not mandatory wearing of uniforms?
We cannot deny that in non-mandatory uniforms, there are a lot of students that are discriminated, especially that we are now in a generation that we have this so-called OOTD, where some students judge each other.
This is Margaret Apostol for VIA News, Vanguard of the Nation.
Just heard the 6-minute news updates on BNTV Network.
We hope you're having a great day here in Valencia City.
This is Kier Leonardo
and Jamie Authentico
for BN News,
Vanguard of the Nation.
Maayong adlaw, ka-DepEd! As we welcome our 12,633 learners as of 2 in the afternoon of August 22, 2022 from public and private schools, the El Salvador City Division joins the entire nation in marking the start of the school with the theme, Kapit Bisig para sa mas ligtas na balik-aral. At 7:15 in the morning, all 23 schools participated in a simultaneous flag raising ceremony. This was then followed by the introduction of each member of the teaching and non-teaching personnel to our learners, parents, and members of the community. Members of the Division Task Force monitor every school, assess how prepared it is for the start of the year, and to pinpoint any areas that need improvement. In order to welcome our learners, teachers, and school leaders for this academic year, our school's division superintendent, Dr. Olga C. Alonsabe, and OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Junicio L. Liwagon Jr., organized a monitoring process at the school. Pursuant to the provision of our DepEd Order Number 34, Series of 2022, and in connection with the Oakland Balik Eskwela activities, the City Division of El Salvador conducts the start of the school year conference last August 19, 2022 at our city gymnasium. All teaching personnel from private and public schools, non-teaching from the division, and office personnel were requested to join in the activity and was graced by our Chief Education Program Supervisor in the Curriculum Learning Management Division, Mala Epra Magnaong, and our city councilors. One of the highlights of the said activity was the State of the Division address given by our school's division superintendent, Dr. Olga C. Alonsabe, and ably assisted by our OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Junicio L. Liwagon Jr. The school administrators and division office personnel were formally introduced to our stakeholders. One of the preparation for this school year was to upskill and reskill our teachers in teaching the content. The Division of El Salvador City conducts the Mid-Year in Service Training for science teachers. One of its aim was to present results of our 2022 Division Achievement Test and Regional Achievement Test list mastered competencies and conduct research by applying the different strategies presented during the training. The training was graced by our partners from the University of Science and Technology of the Southern Philippines, Engineer Jerry Halibas, who talked on Robotics 101, and Engineer Diogenes Pasqua on developing student creativity and innovativeness for entrepreneurship. Our Regional Education Program Supervisor for Science, Dr. Nick Paniares, also gave the teacher participants a glimpse of the result of the Regional Achievement Test last June 2022. The training was concluded with the presentation of outputs of science research per school with the presence of our Schools Division Superintendent, OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, and also our research focal person, Ms. Karen Rose Serrania, as panelists. You just heard the latest updates on the division of El Salvador City. This is your Division Information Officer, Mary Jade A. Kakayan, saying, here in ELSA, we preciously polish each gem.
One region, 14 divisions, one home of the sparkling diamonds. This is the division of Ozamis City. Beaming with pride, the division of Ozamis is home to more than 40,000 sparkling diamonds, branded as the perennial national champion in journalism. Internationally acclaimed young mathematicians, winning aspiring scientists, and entrepreneurs. Outstanding young researchers and self-directed learners endowed with the DepEd core values of makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, and makabansa. The beginning of new normal may have been challenging, but it also brought out the best of every leader and educator. The Consistent Outstanding Office Performance Commitment Review, or OPCRF, manifests the tremendous, significant, and top-notch gains of the division's program SPARK with the leadership of Schools Division Superintendent Jean G. Veloso, CESO 5.
With our flagship program SPARK, or Safe and Proactive Adjustments Toward Quality Education, we do not just survive, but we thrive in translating sulong edukalidad into quality learning among our learners, our Ozamis Diamonds, while striking a balance between safety and learning continuity, in collaboration with our internal and external stakeholders, and with God's grace, we believe that together we can do better.
Anchored on SPARK and with a chosen modality, which is blended modular distance learning. The 58 schools in this division, with its hardworking teachers, prepared modules efficiently and distributed modules diligently. With its work ethics and strong support from the local government unit, SDO Ozamis City gained numerous awards that encapsulate gains for the last 2 years.
Awarded as a finalist in the 2020 and 2021 Safe CI Division category. Champion in the 2020 Safe CI High School category. One of the top 10 divisions in the 2021 Open Educational Resources National Competition. A consistent winner in the National Barkada Contra Droga. And a Prime HR Bronze awardee as one of the best divisions in the country. With its teachers, stakeholders, and leaders, together we can do better for the Diamond learners. This is the division of Ozamis City. Sparkle Ozamis Diamonds.
Programs and projects essence. We see the banner of excellence. Spark Ozamis City. We thrive and do things proactively. It's programs and projects essence. We see the banner of excellence. This is Ozamis. Smart, smart, smart. This is Ozamis. Smart Ozamis City.
Amid the challenges and uncertainties of face-to-face classes brought by coronavirus disease, Labinay National High School stands with the thrust of the Department of Education to continue education the safest possible way.
The school is situated at Porocuno, Barangay Labinay, a rural community in Ozamis City. Being one of the farthest schools from the city, Labinay National High School faces problems that halt school activities and shift learning modalities. Distance of learners, internet connectivity, learners' academic performance, reading comprehension, and parents' participation are on top of the school's difficulties. The unpredictable plot twist in the education system brought by COVID-19 pandemic resulted to a steeper dilemma in the education sector. Labinay National High School pivots towards attaining quality education. Amid the challenges and uncertainties, the school proactively crafted innovations and initiated programs, projects, and activities. Capturing the community focus of the school where members work collaboratively and harmoniously for the learner's sake, the spirit of Bayanihan dawned upon us. Labinay National High School complements DepEd efforts in curriculum and instruction. The school centered its programs, projects, and activities on curriculum enhancement, improvement of learning environment, teacher training and upskilling, and engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration. Being adaptive to the current education landscape and responsive to the needs of our learners, Labinay National High School has achieved the following. This school year is about to end, and as the new school year begins, Labinay National High School vows to continue championing the spirit of bayanihan, contribute solutions to the gaps in education, synergize efforts and resources for the betterment of the school, learners, stakeholders, and the community. Highlighting the school and community's collective efforts, Labinay National High School continues to serve and believe that together we can do better. Anchored on the school's ICT-centered innovation, the Project LIPS, or Labinay Information Portal System, the school gives birth to Bugos System. This is a dynamic and interactive database where teachers, learners, and parents can log in into the system. Through Bugos system, learners, teachers, and stakeholders are equipped with knowledge, skills, and mindsets that are necessary for the new platforms of learning, which contributed to strengthened partnership and improved student learning outcomes. Regardless of the learning delivery modality implemented, Labinay National High School remains true to its core, and that is keeping the culture of quality education and pursuing ICT excellence in curriculum and instruction.
Division of El Salvador City, Region 10, Philippines, would like to present Taytay Elementary School's GEMS 24K Basa ni Elsa Reading Intervention Program. Taytay Elementary School is a public elementary institution specifically located at El Salvador City, Province of Misamis Oriental, Region 10, Northern Mindanao of the Philippines. It is catering to more than 500 learners. Located at the coastline of El Salvador City, most of our learners are children of fishermen and the like. At present, the institution seeks to give quality education despite the pandemic. But sometimes it is hard to reach for the future when the hands are too small. Children around the world find it hard to see their dreams when the destination is too far. But there is hope. There is always hope.
UNICEF noted that even before the pandemic, more than half of 10-year-olds in low and middle income countries were unable to read and comprehend a simple story. Now, during the pandemic, it had worsened. This scenario holds true to the learners of Taytay Elementary School. Therefore, an intervention should be made. Then arrive GEMS 24K Basa ni Elsa Taytay Edition. This reading intervention serves as our answer to the reading problem of the school. The program aims to be conducted within 24 days from the preparation to implementation. It also aims to cater 24 learners who have difficulty in reading. The program strengthens also the partnership of stakeholders by calling volunteers to help in the conduct of the program.
Timeline of activities.
March 2, 2022, we had a meeting and technical assistance with our APS, Dr. Margie Valmoria. In March 3, 2022, we had a meeting with all the Taytay Elementary School teachers. In March 4, 2022, the making of instructional materials and anecdotal record. In March 7, 2022, we conducted orientation and capacity building for our stakeholders and teachers. In March 14, 2022, launching of the reading program. In March 14 to March 25, 2022, this is the implementation of the reading session. On March 25, 2022, we come up with the culminating activities. But this is not the end, but the beginning of our passion to lead other schools on developing more reading intervention to address the reading needs of our learners. We have our partner schools who have also replicated this intervention, and we are ready to guide them on the conduct of intervention such as this.
The Zonal Intervention Reading Program.
Pedro Sabaculio Elementary School Project ZERP, or Zonal Interactive Grading Program, a school program community-based reading intervention mitigating the learners with difficulty in reading in the time of pandemic. This reading program was conducted by all teachers in school, together with our supportive stakeholders, GPTA officers, barangay officials, zone leaders, and cooperative parents. Following all the necessary health and safety precautions to ensure the safety of all people involved, the Zonal Interactive Grading Program improved the reading level of our learners basing from the field area assessment tool. It also increased learners' academic performance according to the CMSS data. So, we hit two birds in one stone, the reading level and academic performance of the learners through the intervention program. It is inspiring. Change we do not know what the future holds, but we can try to control each day to be positive, creative, exciting, and rewarding.
Project Teachers on Wheels.
Sambulawan Elementary School Teachers on Wheels was conceptualized at the onset of the pandemic, when the whole Sambulawan Elementary School realized that we need to address the learning gaps that the new normal has brought in our education system. So we packed the learning materials and we did zonal tutorials with strict adherence of the health and safety protocols with our home learning partners using the barangay vehicle provided to us by the barangay council through a resolution of support. One of the challenges that we met along the way is the lack of attendance during our first and second sessions by our learners. But in the third and latter sessions, we noticed that the participants increased in other zones. Though we have hard-to-reach residences due to distance and rough roads that hinder our learners' attendance. Plus, the parents are both working and they are bringing their children to their workplace. So our team made an arranged schedule for the tutorial at the family's convenient time.
Testimony from recipients.
Maayong adlaw sa tanan, ako si Michael Plant Estrada, usa ka guardian sa akong igagaw na grade 3 student diri sa Taytay Elementary School. Sa akong namatikdan sa akong estudyante adtong grade 1 pa siya, kay okay raman ang iyang pagbasa. Sa diyang niabot ang pandemic, wala na niya na practice o wala na nako siya na assist. Nilabay ang halos 2 ka tuig nga napasagdan nako siya. Kay wala naman po siya ginikanan nga mag-follow up niya. Kami raman duha sa balay o ako nangita pod og among maayom-ayom. Timing pod nga nagkandak ang school sa program nga James 24K base ni Elisa og usa siya sa apil niini. Dako ang akong pasalamat sa programa kay natagaan og dakong pagtagad ang mga bata nga sama niya nga nakalimot og basa. Nagpasalamat ko sa programa nga gipangunahan sa among school head, Ma'am Jacqueline Opon, o kini taga-aro akong suporta sa Division of El Salvador City headed by School Division Superintendent Dr. Olga Alizalde. Diin, naghatag kini og maayong impact sa mga bata mismo. Unda mapadayon ang maayong programa sa umaabot. Daghang salamat.
For we believe that together we can make a difference. Soar high, tai tai.
Didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. Had no time to.
BigaTEN National High School News.
Despite 2 years without school paper contest, Bukidnon National High School's The Expedition delivers top 3 places in 5 events during the Division School Paper Contest announced on April 12, 2022.
The expedition won first place in Science and Technology section, second place in News and Feature sections, third place in Editorial and Sports section, and sixth place in Layouting. The division-level school paper contest was participated by 21 school publications throughout Malaybalay City, over 6 which are competing for English secondary category.
Certificate of recognition will be awarded to the top 3 winners of each event. Sofia Rubilios, Wide Awake, Global News Alert.
After 2 years of the challenging distance learning, Bukidnon National High School and its students joins the implementation of pilot limited face-to-face classes. It is an achievement for the school as well as the city, as it is now an alert level 1, which allows face-to-face classes to happen, a stark difference to the usual alert level 3. The school staff warmly welcomed the students from all grade levels who agreed to join the pilot classes and gave great importance to following the safety and health protocols. An entrance and exit plan to the school was properly laid out with personnel disinfecting the students in the entrance gate. Students are to also bring their own alcohols, face masks, and follow social distancing to ensure the safety of everyone. Regular disinfection of room and chairs are performed before and after a class enters and exits the classroom. Health evaluation forms are also distributed to assess health condition of learners before proceeding with the class to prevent possible entry of any learner exhibiting COVID-related symptoms. To prepare for the pilot implementation of classes, the school discussed the implementation of more health protocols that should be strictly practiced and observed, arrange schedules to cater the possible maximum amount of learners willing to attend, classroom preparation, setups, facilities, lesson preparations, etc. The limited face-to-face classes are expected to last until the end of the semester. Carl Dedulo, Wide Awake, Global News Alert.
Educating young minds for a better tomorrow. Good morning, this is Jason Escares, and you are watching MES News TV. For the headlines, challenges arise during the limited face-to-face classes. Mapulo ES administered Bella successfully. Last April 4, 2022, Mapolo Elementary School started the limited face-to-face classes. Let us have our MES correspondent, Ashley Nicole Cejas, for the full report.
During the implementation of the limited face-to-face classes, teachers and learners have encountered different challenges. Some of these are lack of classroom facilities to cater all grade level. Pupils are still adjusting to the sudden shift of the new learning setup.
For us teachers here in Mapolo Elementary School, one of the challenges we have encountered is the lack of classroom building. Currently, we only have 4 classrooms. So the other grade levels are utilizing the multipurpose hall and the daycare center.
Anhin ako sa eskwelahan, nagagkuhan ko kay naanad ko magmodule sa balay. Pero karon nalipay ko kay nakatuon ko kauban ako mga classmate.
Mapulo Elementary School successfully administered the Basic Education Learning Assessment for grade 3 and grade 6 pupils. Ashley Nicole Cejas has the news.
The administration of BELA was conducted on April 20, 2022, with 25% of total population of grade 3 and grade 6 learners. There were 4 pupil participants to each grade level. The conduct of BELA is intended to, first, determine if learners are meeting the learning standards. Second, help provide information to improve instructional practices. Third, assess or evaluate effectiveness and efficiency of education service delivery. Fourth, use learning outcomes as indicators. Fifth, provide empirical information as basis for curriculum, learning assessment, and policy review and policy formulation. This is Ashley Nicole T. Cejas reporting for MES News TV. Back to studio.
This is Jason Ascares, your voice towards truth and integrity, here in MES News TV.
BNHS DLE teachers partners with Buktamako in a tree growing activity. There are more news details. Bukidnon National High School TLE teachers alongside Bukidnon Tagaluanon Mulahayha Kabukalagan Agriculture Cooperative or Buktamako held a tree growing activity last May 20, 2022.
Ang kinadikahanan ako nga pagpugong sa atong sa mga riparian zones nato kaniya tong giant bamboo. So mo ni ang primary nga main nga project karon sa Buktamako. So I hope na makatabang sa dako dinhi sa atong eskwelahan.
The activity expresses the teachers' utmost concern for the environment, which serves as the school's living laboratory for students, parents, and stakeholders. Tree growing has been a part of Bukidnon National High School's permaculture project, thus partaking in the solution to fight soil erosion, to reduce runoff and sediment deposits in the adjacent Sawaga River that serves as the school's boundary. Reporting for DepEd BigaTEN, this is Michelle Caminero, your BigaTEN teacher from Bukidnon National High School. DepEd Malay-Balay.
Hello, Kibalabag. Hello, Malay-Balay City. Welcome to Kibalabag IS Bulletin. I am Nizal Managan, the School Information Coordinator, always ready to give you the latest updates and happenings in Kibalabag Integrated School. For today's news. Bulacan sa Kids Awarding Ceremony. School-based management validation. 4-H club orientation and election of officers. And preparation for the moving up and graduation ceremony. Kibalabag Integrated School, in cooperation with its stakeholders, held a school garden contest in which every grade level in elementary and senior high school department were assigned areas to transform. This is in line with the school's beautification project and the Malay-Balay City Division's Million Flowers Bloom project. The awarding took place in the Grade 1 Kalyalili classroom on May 17, 2022. The attendees of the said awarding were the Kibalabag IS faculty and representatives of the winners. The school and the stakeholders aim to maintain the beauty of the Bulacan sa Kibs and will still continue to beautify their garden despite the contest being done. The Division School-Based Management Validation of Kibalabag Integrated School happened on the afternoon of June 10, 2022 in the Grade 1 Kalyalili classroom. The teachers, headed by the school head Mr. RGB Ducusin, presented the documents to our respected validators, Mr. Bonifacio M. Paulo Jr., Public Schools District Supervisor of District 2 for Principal A, Mr. Edward Gupana, teacher in charge of Manalog Integrated School for Principal B, Mr. Rex Takanay, Education Program Specialist 2 from the Division Office for Principal C, and Mr. Dami Pabillaran, School Head of Kandiisan Integrated School for Principal D. The school extends their heartfelt thanks to the validators who generously offered technical assistance on what documents are lacking, what documents are to be retained, and how to prepare better for the next validation. Representatives from City Agriculture, Mr. John Pabillaran and Ms. Ria Lilly, visited the school for the orientation and election of officers for the Head Hearts Hands and Health Club or the 4-H Club on June 14, 2022. The 4-H Club seeks to assist the youth to gain additional knowledge, life skills and attitudes, as well as to provide youth development opportunities. The club will be working hand-in-hand with the school, integrating its activities with the TLE subject and the barangay for community involvement. Kibalabag Integrated School has been preparing for the moving up and graduation ceremony come June 29, 2022 at the Glory Baptist Church, Kibalabag, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon with the theme K-12 Graduates, Pursuing Dreams and Fostering Resilience in the Face of Adversity. The moving up will be held in the morning, while the graduation ceremony will be held in the afternoon. The advisors, including the concerned learners, continues to practice their songs to be rendered and rehearse the flow of the program. There will be 17 kindergarten learners, of which 9 are boys and 8 are girls. 23 grade 6 learners, 8 boys and 15 girls. 38 from grade 10 learners, 20 boys and 18 girls, and 23 grade 12 learners, 7 boys and 16 girls. They will be confirmed completers and graduates this coming June 29.
And that is our latest news and updates from Kibalabag Integrated School. Once again, I am Nizal Aldumalagan, your school information coordinator. Thank you for watching Kibalabag IS Bulletin. Have a good day.
Bukidnon National High School News Update.
Para sa susunod na panuruang taon, nakahanda na ang bagong opisina ng Senior Scout. Itong katapusan ng buwan ng Mayo 2022, isinagawa ang pagpapala o blessing sa bagong tahanan ng mga Senior Scouts na dinaluhan ng mga guro at kawani ng Bukidnon National High School. Sa pagbabalik ng limited face-to-face, ginagampanan muli ng mga Senior Scouts ang kanilang sinumpaang tungkulin at sa pagkakaroon ng bagong headquarter, panibagong sigla at tapang din ang kanilang ipinamamalas. Inaasahan na sa susunod na taon may madadagdag ng mga bagong Senior Scouts sa hanay nila na magiging katuwang sa pagpapatupad ng mga adhikain ng Boy Scouts of the Philippines. Para sa BigaTEN sa DepEd 10, ito po si John Calvis at M. Dedulo, Batang BigaTEN mula sa Bukidnon National High School, Dibisyon ng Malaybalay.
Saan ba tayo dadako? Ang pagdagsa ng pandemya ay nagdulot ng malaking sugat sa bawat tao. Marami ang nawala ng trabaho at tila nawawala na rin ng pag-asa. Bawat araw ay isang dagok na kailangang harapin. Kung ano-ano na lang ang ginagawa para lang kumita. Paano kung ang sistema ng paghahanap buhay ay hindi tugma sa iyong nakagisnan? Paano kung ito ay ang pagbabarter? Mabubuhay ka ba sa pakikipagbarter lamang? Dito sa sitio ng Sinakuruhan sa bayan ng San Fernando, Bukidnon, namumuhay ang isa sa 7 tribo ng probinsya ang Tigwahanon. Isang tribong malayo sa makabagong kabihasnan, namumuhay ng payak at payapa sa kanilang maliit na lugar sa tuktok ng bundok. Sila ay nagsisilbing inspirasyon at patunay na ang kawalan ng pera ay hindi hadlang tungo sa masaya at kontentong pamumuhay kahit sa kasagsagan ng pandemya.
Sukad to pag lockdown to tibuok no kalibutan sugod to Valencia. Antod na naitabo no wa kayong naka tupang-tupang dia tungod to kaldo kay ra ko katakdan kay to si kano virus pero wala man na kay takyon tanan natakdan to kanami no kaliwat nya pasalamat kay ra to ni pariyo ko mo kasakitan nya tungod to mo lagot mo no may ni yan ni go paswami to kanamin panginabuhi na silbi pang reserva to pangonsumo ay nakalahutay koy bisan to pila ano bulan hantong yun mo kabuan sa pangitabo to sa COVID.
Araw-araw ay sama-sama silang nagtatanim. Sama-sama din silang nag-aani ng mga bunga mula sa kanilang pagtsatsaga at pagsisikap. Ang pagproseso ng hibla ng abaka ay ang pangunahing hanap buhay nila. Ngunit hindi ito para ibenta, kundi pakikipag-barter ang kanilang pag-asa upang makaraos sa araw-araw lalo na noong nagsimula ang lockdown.
Ang barter ay isang dating pamamaraan ng pagpapalitan ng mga produkto. At ito ay ikinasisiya natin dahil hanggang ngayon ay may mga tao pa rin ginagawa ito.
Ang pag-aani ng abaka ay nakasanayan ng mga Tigwahanon na ipinasa sa bawat henerasyon na kahit ang batang ito na 3 taong gulang pa lamang ay tinuturuan na sa pag-aani ng abaka. Pagsikat ng araw, sama-sama silang mag-aani. Kukunin nila ang hibla ng abaka gamit ang kiligyan. Pinapatuyo nila ito ng ilang araw bago ito ipagbabarter.
Panain ka mo kibang damatkoon. Sa'yo kay na kay kubid na sa'yo kayo tulungan. Yan na yun. Kaya na yun. Trabaho kag manunit. Manghimot siya ko.
Kahit pa sa kabi-kabilang dagok na binigay ng COVID-19 ay nananatili silang masaya at kontento sa kanilang lugar. Pagbabarter. Pamumuhay na di umiikot sa salapi. Naghihingaluman ang mundo dahil sa banta ng pandemya, ang mga ngiti sa labi ng bawat isa ay nag-aalis ng mga pangamba. Mga tawa na nagbibigay pag-asa. Isang malaking patunay na kahit anong mangyari, kahit ilang libong bundok ang ating pasan, basta tayo ay masipag at nagtutulungan, meron pa ring maliwanag na hinaharap na naghihintay sa atin. Tara, doon po sa amin!
The not so impressive results in diagnostic reading and learning assessments we conducted at the beginning of the school year 2021-2022 did not dampen our spirits to deliver quality education amidst the pandemic. As resilient and agile people who are conscious that our future depends on what we do today, and motivated by our mantra, no Valenciano is left behind, the reorientation of the Personal Selection Board Committee guidelines. The conduct of capacity building on writing innovation terminal reports and the activity targets the enhancement of creative and innovative skills of both teachers and administrators in creating or innovating school-based initiative projects toward the improvement of the teaching and learning process. The monthly innovation summit was done in which proponents presented their innovations for critiquing. In the same manner, it was an avenue for the members of the innovation committee to provide technical assistance to ensure the authenticity and completeness of the innovation terminal reports. Research and conference on curriculum and instruction aim to strengthen the culture of research in schools, provide a forum for teachers and education leaders to share findings of completed research undertakings, and recognize outstanding educational research papers and research presenters.
Division of Valencia City advocates media education, specifically television literacy, among key stakeholders, more particularly children, parents, and educators. Consistent with the objectives of the 3Bs initiative of the Department of Education, this office developed a full video lesson in beginning reading.
The Division of Valencia City, in its pursuit for total quality education, renders all resources to reach learners from different cultural backgrounds and upbringing.
Maayong adlaw, Hunyo 2, 2029. Pagpadayon sa concrete perimeter fence sa Lurugan National High School, gipanguluhan sa mga alumni ng maong tulungan.
Para masiguro nga safety ang atong mga kabataan, ipanghingusgan sa atong school principal nga tiwaso na ang concrete perimeter fence nga disponsoran sa mga alumni ng maong tulungan. Duha na katoy ang nilabay sa dihang natukod ang ulahi nga concrete perimeter fence ug naundang lamang kini tungod sa pandemya nga atong gisagubang. Busa, mapasalamaton kayo ang atong eskwelahan nga napadayon na maong project nga gipangulungan sa Lurugan National High School Batch 1990 with their batch president nga si Chemist Sherilyn Cervantes Milaro. Batch 1999 with their president Mr. Johnny Ray D. Chipada. Batch 2003 with their representative Police Master Sergeant Elmer Negria. And Batch 2012 with their president Mr. Esmeraldo Gamayo. Kini nga project kamulong ipadayon pinaagi sa leadership sa atong Lurugan National High School Teachers Employment Association President na si Sir Roger S. Corpus.
On behalf sa akong batch year 2004, it is our great honor to help na mapadayon kini nga project para sa seguridad sa atong mga estudyante. I-encourage pod namo ang uban batch nga mutabang na mag-contribute para sa atong alma mater, Lurugan National High School, ug pahuman kini nga project. Daghang salamat.
Maayong adlaw sa atong tanan. Ang pagkamanggihatagon usa sa mga mithi kag gikahimutan sa Ginoo. Ang Lurugan National High School mapasalamaton sa atong mga alumni batches 1999, 2003 ug 2012 sa ilang makanunayong suporta ug paghatag og pinansyal para sa concrete fence sa atong tulunghaan. Ang matag batch nag-pledge tag sa kaspan aron malupok ug kural ang palibot sa tulunghaan. Sa makausa pa, daghan kaayong salamat.
Para sa update diri sa Lurugan National High School, ako si Flor de Linia Muta, ang inyong School Information Coordinator makaingon. Here in Valencia City, no Valenciano is left behind. Daghang salamat.
Sustainability, pagpapanatili, or pagkamalutayon. How are we going to meet and maintain the needs of our schools, especially our learners, without compromising their future? The department, along with the different stakeholders, discussed the various effects of the pandemic through its joint efforts and strong cooperation to alleviate the impact of the current world health issue in education here in the Division of Iligan City. It is clear that the pandemic brought effects or consequences of learners' development and learning. Now that we have opened the school's limited face-to-face classes, here are the different experiences.
Mas makatabang magud ang limited face-to-face kaysa sa modular. Katong time ng modular, wala pang face-to-face, limitado kay mo among time. Paresa nang napami family na among yatiman, tas ang modular namo dili pa kayo ma-maintain namo, tas mangita pa jud mig way para makasabot mi sa mga subjects namo ditoon. I would recommend na mag face-to-face gid sila kay mas makatabang, mas maka-learn pa kag daghan, mas ma-level up pa nimo in knowledge nimo sa tanan nimo pa. Then makakuha pa jud makamit pa gid mo imong goals nato.
I was so excited because I'll be able to meet my classmates again, especially because we didn't meet for almost 2 years. I always feel pressured because I don't know how to answer some of my modules and I rely with Google and Brainly. So as a student, I think that it's really great to be a part of the students who are now in the face-to-face classes. I think that here in face-to-face classes, I'll be able to learn more, especially because we have our teacher to guide us, unlike the distance learning, because we only rely with modules and we only read the papers. We all have different methods in learning, especially those students who can't learn just by reading letters. We have students who can learn with pictures and with hand movements or body movements. So I think that it's great to be in face-to-face classes.
Karon sa inyong nakita, ikaw happy, nalipay ba ka? Sa man okay? Ako, mungutanas nimo. Nalipay ba ka na diri sa palay nag-study, learn? Happy ka? Say ka na, nag-study. Okay. Gusto ba ka makita sila, mga teacher, mga eskwela ka, dito? Happy ka? O ka nang okay, makita nimo? Mag-study ka, mag-learn ka, diri sa balay kanang daghan ba ka ma-learn? Daghan? Why? Naman. Thank you sa pag-istorya, mag-sign ka. Thank you. Hindi ko nakagana sa eskwelahan. Kapagay na... Pero ba't din? Hindi na din. Kasi ba? So, ano mo ka mamina sa eskwelahan? Yan ko niyo. Yan. Sanay ka doon na. Ang nag-teacher ko. Drawing magsunod.
May daan lang para takanak ayo agad na balaka sa naanadan dayon man naanadan kudon hog dinigid ti eskwelahan. Yan daan sa kadakulan takanay na huda day gadget ag kagamit. Daw hadi ala na eksplanasyon na pakailado no module tungod ho amin mga panginsa hadi ka to bagong module aman kinahanglan gayod so tubag so diretso at tubag puon humagtutudlo. Isan sulod ho kalagan ho hapit ag dadwaan nyo mahitangan ng modular. Yan ayuwa na babaya duma ho mga classmates ko do sa kadakula na estudyante dinhi Tarugungon Agricultural High School hamambong iman sa agkaawaon so kalagan haawit ho modular daw amin man iman face to face ha klase. Madali anog sa buton sa alan ng mga leksyon daw aywa agad na babaya sa pakag-uma-uma kayan ta mga classmates ko daw ay sa mga magnanao o magtutudlo dinhi Tarugungon Agricultural High School. Marakal hasalamat.
Madaan law inyo alan, daw labi no tag-aahay madatag paliman, para takanak isip sa buhag ni kanan dala sa mga bata ko, doon kayo manalimitado daw pag sinalo doon ng mga maistas, mga bata tao. Ba, susuporta ko para ang mga bata ko, kinahanglan na buligan ko si Dan, may tumudumada pang lawadan, daw ilahan ko si Dan no alan nagkagamit Dan, doon mag-eskwela Dan. Aman, yan, sorry, cancel ko tan mga. Para taka nakaisip pag ginikanan, ay huwagad na lugunan sa mga bata ko pagtuon doon no, balay da, sa di labi si Dan pakagawas. Ba, yan labi tagpanang pangunduyaon day, habadang ay mailahno ko sa mga bata day ha makagawas dan si Dan daw gani iman, ayo ka excited ha amin ang ganda pag sinalo ho limited na pag-eskwela mga bata day. Si sa kanaka ikabaya ko ay padayon hanaha ko iman nagalabok ta eskwelahan, kabaya ko nga ay ha makapadayon unso tag face to face limited na pag-eskwela ho mga bata. Daw kabaya ko gid hadadayon una igayad sa para malikuan normal sa pag-eskwela dan. Daw salamat madaghoyan law inyo alan. The implementation of limited face-to-face has been very helpful, especially to our learners with special needs, because it allows them to explore their full potential given the instructional manipulative we have in our classroom, and through this, I will be able to assess learning. I believe that face-to-face learning is more of an advantage because it allows us to engage our learners at their own pace. Face-to-face learning has more advantages because I got to see the learning progress and improvement of my learners compared to the modular learning instruction. It's a collaborative strategy between the parents and the teacher in order for them to keep on track on their SLM, SLAs, and other activities. Aside from that, health services such as occupational therapies, speech therapies, physical therapies are continuously given to them.
Mas productive ang mga bata sa school, and then ato pong gitagaan o value ang excitement sa mga bata nga finally makabalik na sa school kaya nakulong rin sila sa balay for 2 years kapin. Actually, as a parent, first and foremost I believe that education should start sa atong mga balay, and we are the parents and we should take care of the safety of our students. Like an example, amo gid silang gi-orient before gid mi nisulod sa face-to-face sila, amo silang gi-remind of course safety and health protocols, like for example sa wearing of mask, then proper hand washing, kayang school nag-provide man og hand washing facility, and alcohol. At the same time, mo iwas gid sila sa mga gatherings like sa kanang mga daghan labi na nga mga tao sa outside sa school. As a general PTA president of Tambo Central School, I really want to continue the things that our school principal and teachers and together with our nurses are doing in a school. Like for example, we always have the regular consultation to parents and teachers what was happening during the limited face-to-face, and also the parents are they ready enough or the students are ready enough to have the face-to-face sa parents. Kung tinabangay yun whatever problems we may encounter sa face-to-face, atuan na lang na. Kabalo mo yun sa new normal karon because of the pandemic. We made a lot of changes ato ang lives, especially sa ato ang education. Pero kabalo man ta nga, very important jud, education must be continued. We must brought everything, the importance of education sa itong mga bata. Dili ta mawala ng pag-asa, kay all of this will be solved.
Implementing the limited face-to-face classes is not only limited to modular. The school continues its implementation of the online classes, and so with the RBI as our supplementary strategy. No? Aside from this once a week limited face-to-face of our learners, we are asking all our parents, our learners, even our teachers and staff of the Ligan City National High School, we are praying that we have to maintain in decreasing the number of cases, no, of this COVID. We're hoping in the future that this COVID-19 will simply be a simple flu, so that we can come into these actual face-to-face classes. Also, we are dependent on the declarations coming from IATF, and we as employees of the government working in this Ligan City National High School, we are doing everything, especially on the protocols, health protocols set by our government and the World Health Organization.
Units Judy, kay kami man ang gitahasan pag dumala aning face-to-face, labi na sa issuance sa safety seal, kay dili man kita makasugod kung wala yung safety seal. Nag-create kami committee nga mag-validate sa mga eskwelahan kung ila bang gi-implement o nag-adhere ba sila sa mga protocols gilatid sa safety seal. Ang usa sa mga protocols mo ang atong physical facilities protocols, ang atong classroom, ang atong palibot, kung ready ba sila nga modawat sa mga bata anong face-to-face nga mode of classes ubos nga naapatay pandemic, like nabatay isolation center, naaba ng mga magkuha og temperature check, naaba ng ana nga mga butang, ug ang klase naaba mga proper ventilation ng classroom, naaba katong mga guides sa loob nga sa paingon na among pagtanawon. Ang usa pod nga importante kayo isang health protocol. So among gisalig kami sa among health section uban ni Dr. Alikdag o ni Doc Roy aron nga atong masiguro kung ang atong nga eskwelahan naka-implement ba po o andam ba po sila sa mga gipangayo nga mga protocol sa health issues sa mga maestra like vaccination.
The Curriculum and Implementation Division has ensured to conduct an orientation on the guidelines on the progressive expansion of face-to-face classes relative to ensuring teaching and learning delivery. Constant monitoring was also done for this readiness assessment in all schools during the pilot implementation period. This aimed to provide uniformity in the implementation of progressive expansion of face-to-face classes in every school. To ensure teaching and learning continuity amid and beyond the pandemic, the Curriculum Implementation Division has shifted to flexible teaching and learning modality by recalibrating the curriculum and capacitating the teachers to meet the needs of our diverse learners. Thus, we seek the understanding, support, and solidarity of our DepEd family and all our stakeholders in the true spirit of unity and bayanihan or mutual help.
As we take a greater step to the full implementation of face-to-face classes, planning and preparation are vital for you, them, and for everybody's safety. I'm Nurse Leanne Daniel Florine at your service.
We are forever thankful to those who put the words into actions, supported our endeavor, and played their roles in order to provide quality education amidst the world health crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic. I am Teacher Lindale M. Ramirez at your service.
Dahil sa anumang hamon ng panahon, edukasyon magpadayon. I am Teacher Paul Patrick L. Guanzon at your service. And this is DepEd Ligan's BigaTEN episode, Transitioning to the Now Normal.
To realize its goal to provide learners an avenue for artistic expression, the Lanao del Norte Cultural Center for the Arts shall comply the procurement of consumables and equipment relative to art specialization for creative writing, computer set with printer and scanner, LCD screen and projector, or LED TV with HDMI, reliable internet connection, bookshelves, and door cabinets. Theater arts, wall-to-wall mirror, sound system, 4 risers. For media arts, at least 35 units of computers, 4 printers with scanners, LCD screen and projector, or LED TV with HDMI, 5 DSLR cameras, 2 video cameras, and recording studio equipment. For the music, rondalia instruments, 10 bandurria, 5 octavina, 5 guitar, 2 bajo de arco, 13 music stand, 13 music tools, drum set, and metronome. Band instruments, 15 music stands, piano or electric keyboard, smart TV, 32 inches, wall mirror, metronome, sound system with Bluetooth connection. For woodwind instruments, 2 piccolo, 4 flutes, 12 clarinets, 2 oboes, 2 bassoons, 6 alto saxophone, 4 tenor saxophones. For brass instruments, 6 trumpets, 6 trombones, 4 French horns, 2 baritones, 2 tubas. Percussion instruments, kettle drum set, 2 snare drums, bass drums, marimba, xylophone, 4 choir, 4 keyboards, 13 music tools, and 1 metronome, 4 dens, wall-to-wall mirror, bars, cabinets for costumes, portable sound system, indigenous accessories. Lanao del Norte Cultural Center for the Arts envisions itself to become the seat of culture and arts development in the region towards producing globally competitive and self-propelled young artists who are imbued with aesthetic potential, knowledgeable in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and with good values in strengthening and promotion of Filipino culture and heritage.
As a dancer myself when I was younger, I could not say that I had all the skill set required to teach my area of specialization. To bridge the gap between being an artist and a teacher of the arts, it is always a good thing that we, the teachers for the special program in the arts, are regularly sent to seminars and trainings conducted by national organizations such as National Commission for the Culture and the Arts and Sanay Guro sponsored by the Cultural Center of the Philippines. Moreover, I, together with my co-specialist, have received scholarships from the NCAA for our graduate diploma in cultural education at Xavier University, thus improving my pedagogy to meet the needs of my students and the standards of quality education. These professional development initiatives and trust have expanded and advanced my knowledge as a specialist, paving way for me to hone the skills of my students to become competent and productive in their chosen field of arts. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Kapatagan National High School Special Program in the Arts, I would like to thank all the people behind these teacher education programs since they have already contributed not only on our professional development but also on our professional growth.
For the LDN Cultural Center for the Arts, I feel like, it's only fitting that it be placed in Kapatagan. because as of now, the past few years, I think it was only Kapatagan, if I'm not mistaken, that has a school that caters to the music, no, for students. So while we're looking at other municipalities, as of the moment when Congressman Abdullah had planned where to put it, Kapatagan was the most fitting municipality to place his dream or his project.
The Department of Education is committed to establish the Regional Arts Academy of the Philippines with a comprehensive and quality curriculum relevant to the collaboration and integration of sciences and arts that will produce globally competitive and self-propelled young artists who are imbued with aesthetic potentials, knowledge in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and equipped with good values necessary and strengthening our rich Filipino culture and heritage. The Regional Arts Academy of the Philippines will broaden the learner's horizon on the knowledge and appreciation of cultures and its rules on nation building. It will also pursue the interface between sciences and arts as a catalyst of change at present, enhance scientific and artistic skills and various arts and disciplines in both traditional and emerging art forms, and provide an avenue for artistic expression and the promotion of Filipino identity. Specifically, the Lanao del Norte learners will no longer go far just to hone their talents and abilities, as the center is strategically located in their home province.
The impact would be very big. We already have the Mindanao Civic Center that caters for athletes here in Lanao del Norte. What we need is a center that caters to musical and to the creative side of our constituents. The impact will not only be for Kapatagan, but it will be for the entire province. We can consider Kapatagan as a pilot municipality, no, where they cater to the arts, all kinds of arts, all different sectors of arts. And this, when you see the successes of the Kapatagan National High School, it will eventually grow into bigger impacts to the entirety of the province. The goal of Congressman Abdullah here is to introduce how creative and how to identify the students that we have here in the province. Once we identify them, slowly, one by one, more will start to come out. So the impact that we want in the long-term goal is not only introducing and identifying all the kids that we have here who are creative when it comes to the arts, but also to identify future generations who can find themselves at ease and comfortable when it comes to arts and visual aid or in the any kind of industry that this school would cater to, no? So it would cause, hopefully, a domino effect. We need a venue that can house students like this in the province. We need a venue that can also make sure that they have a place to be in aside from their homes, aside from their schools, something that they can all be familiar with and something where they can express their expertise. So we're hoping with the project of Congressman Abdullah Dimaporo, we'll be able to see this time the creative side of Lanao del Norte.
The island province of Camiguin, considered as a small division, it expands and extends more possibilities for its fast-moving advancement. With a growing population of DepEd Camiguin personnel, the DepEd Division of Camiguin, with the collaborative effort of the SDO personnel, conceptualized with the head of the division office, SDS Roy Angelo E. Gazo, developed a system designed to respond to the growing needs and clamor of the transacting stakeholders who experience delay and errors in requested documents. This is the Division Human Resource Management System, DHRMS, one of the reasons why DepEd Camiguin is now the most visited agency in terms of prime HRM benchmarking. It aimed to save the HR personnel from the stressful and time-consuming manual procedures of recording, filing, and retrieving information of all the employees. The most secure data storage that provides a holistic management of personnel recording. With the implementation of the DHRMS, the following various accomplishments were positively noted. Technology has exfoliated a lot of possibilities in making one's work fast and easy. With the innovative minds of the people in charge, DHRMS in Camiguin is the first in Region 10, a complete package tool for the HRMO for decision-making and for generating data as fast as an eagle. In the simplest form, one can actually browse through it and click for specific information needed. The data are up to date and ready to print. Accurate and quick release of requested documents. Generates notice of salary adjustments and notice of salary increments. Because of its holistic management in terms of personnel recording, the DHRMS innovating team garnered Civil Service Commission Pag-asa Award Regional Level last September 15, 2017. It was also recognized with the Bayan Academy as one of the innovations to which the DepEd Division of Camiguin awarded the Excellence in Educational Transformation Awards, National Level, last August 29, 2017. On the year 2019, Superintendent Edgardo V. Abanil CESO 6 strengthened the Prime HRM with its goal to invest on its people by having quality HRM systems and processes, because DepEd Camiguin sees the link between people excellence and public service excellence. With the strong determination of the people in the division, the Civil Service Commission conferred the Prime HRM Bronze Award to DepEd Camiguin for elevating the standard of human resource management at the 2021 awarding rites on 15 April 2021 at DepEd Camiguin Conference Hall, Government Center, Lakas, Mabahaw, Camiguin. DepEd Camiguin envisioned one of the leading divisions of the region, utilizing its own potential. Thus, this innovation was born. This system essentially contributes with the agency mandates to quality service in a form of higher contact time, increased job satisfaction, reduction of cost in terms of personnel, more accurate record reports, and above all, a workplace like home.
For Sulong Educalidad, the Department of Education, Division of Camiguin offers Flexible Learning Experience, or FLEX. What is FLEX Camiguin? It is an instructional program of DepEd Camiguin involving teachers, pupils, students, and school heads. It promotes active learning, virtual and super limited face-to-face interaction, engaging parents and stakeholders. Learners are separated by levels. For elementary, kinder to grade 6. For secondary, grade 7 to grade 12. Learners are taught in three main modalities of instruction: program teaching, peer learning, and individual learning. First, program teaching, intended for K-12 learners. In this modality, lessons are facilitated by Flex Teacher. The FT teaches pre-arranged lessons following a step-by-step guide of how to facilitate it. This is done on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Second, peer learning. Learners in grade 4 to grade 12 are grouped into peer learning groups with 5 to 6 members. Each group studies the same modules and each member takes turn as acting leader. Through this setup, pupils and students learn to be responsible with their own learning. Flex Peer Teacher will serve as a facilitator. This is done on Tuesday and Thursday. Third, individual learning. 1 hour per day is given to the learners as their individual study time. Pupils and students may study advanced modules, access to internet, TVBI, RBI, and e-books for additional learning. Other options of learning. First, itinerant teaching. This is conducted for specialized classes such as mapping. Then, classes are facilitated by Flex Options Learning Teacher. This is in grade 1 to grade 6 for elementary and grade 7 to 12 in secondary. Now, second, online basic skills practice. This is facilitated by a Flex Basic Skills Practice Teacher for learners from kinder to grade 3, wherein math like fundamental math operations and English like English and vocabulary drills are done daily. Third, resource teaching. This is conducted by a Flex specialized subject teacher. After completing their modules through peer learning, a resource teacher facilitates additional classes for grade 7 to grade 10 learners. This includes advanced lessons and review of their mastery of the subject. This allows learners to develop their higher order thinking skills and will also prepare them for their test. How can the learners be assessed? First, Modified Flex Achievement Test or MFAT. This is conducted at the end of the school year. Second, Flex Electronic Performance Portfolio Validation or FEPPV. This is conducted every end of the quarter. Here are the plans and next steps of DepEd Camigan for Flex. First, orientation to District Flex Classroom and all secondary schools on July 28, 2021 with CID and ICT. Second, identification of Flex teachers on July 30, 2021 with CID and ICT. Third, crafting a Flex Class program on August 2, 2021 with CID and ICT. Fourth, identification and downloading of specific RBIs and TVBIs for K-12 under Flex on August 3 to 6, 2021 with CID, ICT, and SGOD. Fifth, provision of SLMs for Flex Learning on August 9 and 10, 2021 with CID. Sixth, pre-planning for the pilot testing on August 12, 2021 with CID, ICT, and SGOD. Last, pilot testing on August 16, 2021 with all units. Thank you very much for watching. In DepEd Kamigan, every batang taga-isla, una sa edukasyon.
Ayan po mga ka-DepEd, kapartner na Rada, nagdaan na naman po ang mahigit 1.5 oras ng ating pagbibigay impormasyon at balita sa ating mga ka-DepEd. Partner, just before we finally close the episode today, meron ka bang mga pahabol na mensahe dyan, greetings o mga panawagan? Meron ba?
Sa atin na lang yung mga panawagan natin, partner. Mamaya ko na sasabihin sa'yo, pero hindi ko na patatagalin, partner, kasi struggling ang ating internet connection ngayon, partner. Kaya iratsada na natin to.
Ayan, tama ka partner. Anyway, sige, finally, we say thank you to the following for making every episode of BigaTEN DepEd possible. Siyempre, our very own Regional Director, Dr. Arturo P. Bayopot, CESA 3, Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Victor G. De Gracia Jr., CESA 5.
Yes, partner. And of course, how could we forget to thank our very own DepEd 10, BigaTEN DepEd 10 Creative Force. Thank you, partner. Thank you din. Oy, shout out, panawagan na ito kay Carlos B. Llamas III. Asa naman kaigsuon? And we would also like to thank, of course, Sir Renel J. Kirit, Sir Ralph Simon L. Mabulay, Sir Dennis Carl Fuentes, si Miss Fatima E. Villaremo, emphasis on Miss, and we also thank Clifford Billy Ponhay of the Office of the Regional Director.
That's right, and thank you to our support staff from the Office of the Regional Director, the Legal Unit, the Public Affairs Unit, and the Information Communications Technology Unit. Kay Sir Elson Hamera and Team Camigin for the BigaTEN DepEd jingle, at syempre kay Sir Nick Pañares for his generosity as always in helping us facilitate our account for the use of the StreamYard platform.
And of course, we would also like to thank our DepEd Regional Office 10 family. Thank you to the 14 schools division offices, to all our DepEd schools, to all our stakeholders, sa lahat ng ating mga ka-DepEd at sa lahat ng nanood sa atin ngayong umagang ito. And of course, Paulo, thank you to our learners, the heart of DepEd Region 10. Maraming salamat po.
That's right. Kita-kits sa sunod simana. Partner, ka-DepEd, let's make BigaTEN DepEd our Tuesday. Kung hindi natapos ang atong ika-57 ka edisyon sa BigaTEN DepEd Season 3, ating Mundo, Sinawan Gonzalez Cabrera, and Tika DepEd Paulo, ang leading public affairs unit lead officer na ngayon, aliwala sa mga pagsignay ang among pag-alagan kanunay.
Ug ako sab si Candice Racoma, ang inyong rakista abogada aka ka-DepEd Rada, usab nagaingon sa DepEd amihan ng Mindanao nagkahiusang pag-alagad nagpakibabaw. Sa gihapon, kami ang inyong kauban.
Kasagikan.
Kadangpan.
Siyempre, ka-DepEd, ang tutsa sa pagkakit ang
BigaTEN DepEd. Atin to.
DepEd Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN DepEd, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN DepEd, DepEd Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now.